It's early today, people. One Piece chapter 714, baby. Let's get it. So we finally open back up and we get to find out what's going on at the Thousand Sunny. Nami, Chopper, Brook, and Momonosuke are basically just sitting outside the boat, like on this ship. And there's this bitch on there named Jola, and she's basically has this ability or devil fruit that basically anything that she imagines she could turn the boat into. And like she's actually changed up most of the Straw Hat's skins. And Brook has this one, you know that screaming picture where the bitch is like ah, like he turned Brook into that shit. He basically takes the Straw Hat's boat and makes that shit inoperable, yo. She imagines some weird ass thing of like with the Thousand Sunny, like it had like a sun on top and like the sun on the side was melted and the ship's all fucked up in the middle and the mast is just like completely fucked up. Nami and everybody else are just tripping out. They're like, oh, Frankie's gonna kill us, yo. Like we don't know how to stop this shit, but they're like screaming at the bitch. They're like, yo, we're over here, come fight us. And she's just fucking up their boat. She's just like, the Straw Hats ain't gonna be able to leave shit. Then we jump back over to the Coliseum and Ricky is being like tended to. Like he's bleeding, he's all fucked up. He's like, I'm going back out there. I'm gonna go fight. And the doctors are like, no, man, we need you to get you healed up. And Rebecca walks up to him and she's like, dude, you need to get help. Let me help you bring you down there. And he basically like pushes her away. He's like, no, I could do it myself. And then there was a panel where he was like Rebecca. And it looked like he was like her dad or some shit. And, you know, that's going to be cool to see how they're going to connect if they're going to fight each other later down the road and they're going to find out that she's going to find out that he's her dad or whatever the fuck's going on there. Then we jump over to Diamante and Bellamy. And he's basically telling Bellamy that Doflamingo has given him an order to kill Straw Hat after the block is over. And Bellamy has his look on his face like, you want me to assassinate Luffy? Like, he really think he has an appreciation for Luffy. He's really looking at him and he's like, Luffy made him like bring him back from when he lost his way and shit. Well, either that or Doflamingo's fucking strings all over his face. Your boy Bartolomeo just comes over walking up with this huge ass briefcase. It's all chained up and shit. And he's walking over to Cavendish, and Cavendish is sitting there basically eating food and shit like hell angry. He's like, man, even though that Straw Hat Luffy right there, like even though he's being masked by this persona of Lucy, everybody's like liking him. He's gaining hella fame. And he's just hella jealous and hella butthurt of Luffy. This fool Bartolomeo tries to steal some of Cavendish's food, yo. And Cavendish is like, whoosh, like he breaks that shit off with his fork. And Bartolomeo's like, ow! So I really want to see what Cavendish is capable of, especially when he held up that dude who could break or headbutt a continent in half with just the edge of his sword, yo. Something that Bartolome says, actually, like, I don't know if it was weird, yo. He was talking to Cavendish, and Cavendish is like, oh, I'm gonna kill him, blah, 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 you know, this is my prey, and nobody's coming to get him. And Bartolomeo says, my roots with him go much deeper. And so I'm trying to figure out what he means exactly by it. Did him and Luffy have some sort of encounter in the past, or is it because of Shanks, or is it because of Garp that he wants to get at Luffy or something? We jump back to Block C, yo, and motherfuckers is laying the smackdown. There's this dude who is like a giant, like a giant, basically, from Elbaf. He's like a high rookie. And he's just out there just smashing fools, just beating them all down. Then out of nowhere, yo, this bull comes out and just starts wreaking havoc on fools, just knocking them out, like beating her up. And guess who's riding that shit? Motherfucking Monkey D. Luffy, yo. He's basically just running through with the bull, riding on that shit, just knocking motherfuckers out. And it's like, and he like names the bull Uzi, and he's like laughing and making fun, you know, talking with the animal and shit like that. And that's what I really like about Luffy is he's able to like almost communicate with animals. I don't know if this is because of his hockey or his voice to hear all things, but to see him be able to tame things like the Kraken and now this bull, it really gets me interested to see what he's going to be able to do down the line. Luffy and Uzi are just riding through, knocking motherfuckers out. And then they run right into the giant's ankle, yo. And the giant just looks down, gears up, and just fucking bow, like right on top of Luffy and Uzi, yo. But for a second, the whole crowd's like, oh shit, because Luffy has become a crowd favorite at this time. But you know Luffy, man. This shit is not gonna hurt Luffy. He gets up like nothing happened at all. Looks over at Uzi, notices that his friend just got knocked the fuck out. And what do you think Luffy did, yo? Gum second gear! One shot's a giant, son. Ah! Just that giant just... You see spit just juicing out of his mouth and shit. But for Luffy, yo. Knocking out giants, yo. One shot in giants. And now, giants without Haki, I don't know how strong they are. I don't know how strong the duels back in Little Garden were. But all I know is Luffy just knocked the fuck out of this giant, yo. I like this chapter, man. I really want to see what's going on fucking Greenbit, though. Come on, man. Fuji, Tora, Law, and fucking Doflamingo, man. Why are they showing me this? I mean, I wanted to see it, but, like, I need that. I'm actually really glad we went back into the Straw Hat's boat and saw what was going on over there. That bitch that could, like, basically make anything that she imagines come to be? That's some weird-ass shit. Anyways, guys, the Smoke Raider, bitches, blunts, and anime. One Piece Chapter 7 fucking 14, man. I'm excited. I'm super glad that shit came out, like, a day early, because I was just chilling, and now that it's out, I'm, like, fucking excited, man. I'm ecstatic. Let me know what you thought about this chapter, of course, down there. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out, people. Peace.